Two women born and raised on the south side of Chicago, strangers in life, but forever linked thanks to a childhood snack that has literally transformed their lives. Here are their stories.
Takes you back to sitting back and taking a cookie and just dipping in a carton of chocolate milk.
It's that smell of butter and sugar that instantly transport Rena Winfrey back to Doolittle East Middle School.
For lunch, we all look forward for the cookie, not the food. And if they didn't have any cookies, we're upset. We don't have any cookies.
The cookies debuted in Chicago public school lunchrooms sometime during the 1960s. No one knows who originally cooked up the recipe, but years later, a friend learned how to recreate it. Winfrey made it her own.
It's a secret.
It's not overly dramatic to say this cookie saved her life.
It's not a lot for me and my family.
4 years ago, Winfrey found herself unable to pay her bills. She and her kids became homeless.
No one's responding to my resume. So I just need you to help me tap into my creativity because I just want to provide for my family.
Friends encouraged her to fall back on her baking skills. But she tried it, and it just grew from there.
It was the 3-finger signature. It's like we grew up on that. So when we see the cookie and we see the 3 little lines, we know, oh my goodness, that's the old school butter cookie.
A chance encounter with a Chicago firefighter landed her a new clientele and a new nickname, the Cookie Lady.
They never knew my name. They just wanted the cookies.
And as demand for the cookies grew, Winfrey's friends offered up their ovens for baking and their cars for deliveries.
I never looked at it as a business. That was never my intent. It was just to put food on the table.
But they've done more than that. Sales from these cookies have helped this single mother secure an apartment in the south suburbs and purchase a car.
I made a promise to myself that I was never going to look back, and I don't.
Winfrey makes about 1,200 cookies a week. Some she donates for fundraisers, others she sells to businesses and longtime clients.
It makes me feel good that, that I decide to go ahead and push myself and go out and sell cookies.
In a West Loop warehouse, there's another Chicago lunchroom cookie with ties to a South Side cafeteria as well.
Just like you can probably smell the butter in here, we knew when it was lunchroom cookie day.
Cheryl Crockett loves that same buttery taste.
We grew up in Inglewood, went to high school at Lindblom Technical, so very proud of that.
After years of working in the corporate world, Crockett switched her briefcase out for an apron and decided to start selling a product she knew was a hit.
I blew it the first couple of times, and then I kind of tweaked it to my liking. I just did some research in Whole Foods, Treasure Island, started looking at the packaging, worked myself into one Walgreens that turned into, like I said, 25.
Crockett cookies are now in 100 Walgreens and 5 Whole Foods locations across the city.
And Rashid is over here. He's working with getting the dough together.
3 months ago, Crockett moved her growing business into this 4,000 square foot warehouse and produces 5,000 cookies a day. While Crockett has her eye on the country,
I'd love to grow nationally, I would. I think that this would be, even people that aren't from Chicago, they would really love this cookie.
Winfrey is content catering locally.
That makes me feel good because I'm providing something that someone else wants.
And it is indeed coveted. A quick Google search of CPS butter cookie produces several dozen hits filled with blog posts and YouTube tutorials of Chicagoans trying to nail that original recipe.
Only those little ladies in the lunchroom know that.
The sugary smell of the butter cookie no longer lingers in CPS cafeterias.
It would be great to be the person that could get them back in there.
It's tied to your childhood. When you talk to so many different people about the cookie, that's the first thing that comes to their mind, their childhood.
If you're a fan of the lunchroom-style cookie or you just want to try one for yourself, just head to our website, WGN-TV.com, for information on Crockett cookies and the Cookie Lady. Back to you.